Hey guys, today we have this HP Envy photo printer, and as you can see over here, this is what our screen looks like. It just goes on when we turn on the printer and it doesn't show anything else, and that could be a problem with your printer. That's probably why you're here. So let's resolve that issue. I just turned on the printer and it started making noises as if it's starting up, but you can see there's no change on the screen at all. So luckily this printer is built very smart, and we can access the back of the screen in a very simple way. And then I would also go in here, if you're not able to resolve the issue here, we can remove this side panel right here. That's where the main board is, and that's where the connection from the screen, or this whole control panel, goes to this main board. It's going to be on this side. So let's get that done. Sometimes just tapping on the screen may resolve that issue, but it's going to be temporary. So what I would recommend going into, we're going to go ahead and lift this up. We're going to go ahead and turn off our printer. You can turn off this power button, but it may not work since it's all on the same wire for the screen and the power supply. So you can also just unplug it. In my case, I'm just going to keep it on so I could demonstrate what the problem is. So let's get to the screws here. They're going to be right in the back of the screen, and on the very top you can see there's two screws, one here and another one there, and we're going to use a Torx size 10 screwdriver for that, and just like on all the HP inkjet printers. So it's a star-shaped screwdriver tip. Here's what it looks like. You can see it's a star-shaped. You don't have to have that hole in the middle. Security, they also call it a security Torx. So let's remove those screws here. After we remove the screws, we're going to slide the control panel to the right, just like that. You can see the tabs moved also with the screen, and you can see like it moves back and forth where the screen does. So when you have it to the right, it's gonna just release the and see, this is what our problem was. The see, it's all disconnected now. This wire was very loose, so check that, and hopefully this is where your problem is. So just go ahead and reconnect it. You can turn off the printer, but I have it on, like I said, and we have everything here. If we tap on it, even tap on the wire here, it's fine, and it works now. So like I've said, it has everything connected to it, such as the power supply. You can see that wireless light there. This is where the power button is. It's connected to this the board and the screen on the control panel, and this is our only wire. So make sure it's connected the right way. It's here. Let's go from this back side. So you can see where the pins are, these golden contact pins, and on here you can see that they're on the thicker side of the connection here. So you can see all the pins over here, and so the pins on the wire are supposed to phase the pins on the board. So go ahead and just connect it that way. Let's flip it over again. Easier to see. You can see where they're facing each other, just like that. And we have our screen. If that didn't work for you, if your wire was connected when you removed it and that wasn't the issue, you can check the other end of the wire, which is connected to the main board on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this in. I'll screw it in later. So we're gonna remove a screw right here, and there's another one hiding right there. Put it closer. You can see this is the screw that I'm talking about. So when you open the top, you can have access to that screw. So let's just go ahead and remove that. our other screw is right here. There we go. At this point, what you'll need to do is just remove these tabs right here. There's for the ports that are not used. Just remove them. If you lose them, no big deal. And then let me just remove that screw there. Get it out of our way. So at this point, we can just remove this panel. To do that, we're going to go ahead and just kind of release it here. So it has pretty much clips on each side. So there's a couple up front. So when you're going to be putting it back in, we're just going to push it there and then clip it in and then put the screws back in. So we have removed that panel, which is really not hard on this model. And this is the wire. You can see it kind of loops to the front over here into the control panel. So it goes from here and into our control panel. And if it's loose here, make sure you connect it. So once again, on here, it's already positioned where you won't be able to like kind of connect it wrong. So as you can see, this is the tab that's facing here. The contacts are facing the board. This is the connection for it. Make sure it's connected into it. Sometimes a mistake would be where somebody would jam this wire between the port and the board, which is no connection there. So make sure you slide it. You may look from the bottom and make sure you actually slide it into the port. So, and make sure it's nice and snug in there. So till it stops, you can just kind of tap on it and it should be pretty firmly in there. So this port does not have a clamp, just like this one here. That's for another part. I'm not exactly sure at this point, but this one has like a clamp that just pulls out and that releases it. And then when you put it back in, you have to make sure you slide the clamp in. With this one for the control panel, that's not the case. So besides the control panel, you can also check other things on here. There's connections on top that go to other things. There's more connections right here. So let me give you a closer look at the whole board. So here it is. Even though we're more concentrated in this video on the control panel and the screen, I just want to point out to you that there's easy access to this main board for the printer. And then if you need to check connections over here on top, you just remove a few screws. So this one, this one, this one, this here, and this, and you can just remove the main board and just make sure that everything is connected there. So that's kind of a cool way that they designed this printer for you to get access to make sure you can fix or reconnect wires if they were disconnected for whatever reason. So let's go ahead and put everything back. I'll show you how to do that. So we're just going to slide this one in here. I removed the exit tray to have some space right here. That one just slides out. So we're going to slide it in here. There we go. Clamped in there. And over here. Kind of goes... Here, let me show you before I do that, so you can have an idea of how to put it in there. So you can see these tabs right here, this one here, and they just kind of like go onto here. So they'll just kind of sit like a door right there. But still, we need to just put this in here. That slides in there, and then we're going to concentrate on just sliding these like that. we have that one slid in there. And then put these in here like that. And then just kind of punch it in there. I have something off here. Okay, so my tab up front just was bent a little bit, so I put it back. It didn't. See here. So it feels like it's easier to take it off rather than putting it back in. Let's see here. There we go. So make sure it's just flush there. We're going to screw the control panel back in too. See here, that's in there. Let's go ahead and lift this. Okay, we got everything flushed here. We're going to go ahead and screw. Got this screw. Now this one, make sure you can see it kind of inside where that moves back and forth. So make sure the hole is aligned for the screw, so you don't just screw it kind of into the air. There we go. You can put these tabs back. This goes for that, and this is for the fax. Like I said, they're just plastics for when you're trying to connect wires. It's not like you're making it. It helps you just to go to the right port. So all we got to do now is make sure that our screen is aligned and locked in up front with those tabs, and that these tabs are to the left where you can see the screw holes. Got that one. And this one here. So pretty much we got resolved on the connection issue for the control panel. Let's put this tray out. So that's pretty much how you fix the control panel and connection there, or that's how to replace it if you're doing that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, please comment in the section below, and don't forget to like our video, and have a great day.